Good morning, good morning, good morning, and probably evening or afternoon, whenever you are watching this. I am hopping on first thing of waking up. This is what you get. Today I wanted to chat about open houses. So as a brand new agent, we have to think about where we are going to be getting our business. And majority of the time, you either are cold calling, which I don't do. You're knocking on doors. I don't do that either. Or you're advertising somehow. You have to get yourself out there. And the best way for a brand new agent is to hold open houses. And you might be going, Whitney, how do I do that? How do I hold an open house when I know no other agent and I don't have a house that I'm listing? Great question. So what you're going to do is you are going to go on your MLS, which we talked about last time, and I'm going to go ahead and hide that. Boop. And this is what your matrix looks like, your Northwest MLS, and you're going to find your open house this way. Now, here are some things that you want to consider. You're going to want to consider what day of the week you're actually looking at this MLS. Most of the time, a lot of agents will strategically put their house on the market on a Wednesday or a Thursday, especially in a seller's market, because they want to, the psychology of it being listed on a Monday, then a Thursday, is that it's on the market for less time over the weekend when majority of people are looking at houses. When a house has been on the market for over a week, people are going, what's wrong with this house? Why hasn't it flown off the shelf like all the other houses? So that is the reasoning why people are looking at house or listing houses on Wednesdays or Thursday. Now, it's not always the case, but it sometimes is. So when you're a brand new agent trying to hold an open house, you are going to look at the matrix. And I set up my area when I did that area right there. I know that didn't make sense, but I set it up for Puyallup, from Puyallup to North Tacoma, all the way down to Tumwater. And I did it because that's the area that I primarily go. So now whenever I hit new listings, it pops me up on this list. And then I went to the display multi-line so I can look at the picture and I can get a little tiny bit of information here. Now, what I am looking for is something that I believe is going to be a hot home, which you probably have seen on Redfin or Zillow. Something that is also in the price range that I am trying to get into. So I primarily work with first-time home buyers. I love working with them. I love the education. I love the competition. I love everything about it. So I am going to be finding homes that are somewhat in the first-time home buyer realm. So I am not going to be doing a house for $580 because it's not going to hit the market that I want. Plus, when you're trying to get new clients and as a brand new agent, the first time home buyer network is probably one of the better networks to be in. And this is because of the fact that most of the time when people are walking through open houses as a first time home buyer, they're not represented yet. They don't have a real estate agent they work with. They most likely have gone on Redfin and asked for an agent that way, and they're settling for them. This is your chance to win them over with the information that you know. So this is a perfect opportunity. So this could potentially be first-time home buyer, most likely not, but this right here, you're going to get a lot of people walking through that price range. So I'm going to just kind of quickly take a glance at the pictures. Hardwood floors, wood burning fireplace. It's presented as pretty clean. The kitchen cabinets are okay. Just a little bit of work. Cute little feature wall. It looks like I would just want to paint if I was a new home buyer. Let's look around. This would be a phenomenal, big backyard. Let's look at where the neighborhood is. So I'm going to click on the MLS. I'm going to go to property map. And next to a big park, Oh yeah, that's going to, especially because it's in Lacey for the JBLM area, a lot of people are going to want to do this. And of course, if you're watching this in a different area, you're going to know your area the best. You're going to know the hot spots and the hot neighborhoods. So that is one of the things that you're looking for. It's a fully fenced corner lot, move-in ready. Let's see what it says. Seller requests 7-day closing after possession. Thurston County. Okay. And right here, you would see if there was an open house already scheduled. So this would be a great open house to schedule. And this is what you do. You look at it and you go, all right, it's 2 co-brokers. Maybe one of them is going to want to hold it, but you give them a call them. They don't answer, then you can text them. But please, for the love of goodness, do not text them first. Always call. You want to hear the tone in the voice. And then you want to get, if they say yes to you holding an open house, you want to get as much information as possible and develop that relationship with that broker. Now, how I would make the call is, good morning, Justin. I am calling. I noticed that you have a home in Lacey off of 33rd Court. I wanted to see if you would be willing to let me, a newer agent, hold an open house for you. I think that your open house is going to have a lot of traffic. I know that you are co-listing this house with Matt. I'm not sure if either one of you are planning on holding the open house, or even if your client wants an open house, but I would love to hold it for you. And they might say, yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We both are dealing with buyers this weekend, or I don't know, let me get back to you, but at least you started the conversation. Now, if they say yes, you're obviously going to want to learn as much information as you can that is not on the MLS. So definitely look at it. You're going to want to see what kind of potential terms they are. You're going to want to see if it is on a septic or if it's natural, on a well, whatever it is. And then you're going to want to ask more questions. How long has the current buyer or seller has been living in the house? Anything you can tell me about the house specifically that's not on the MLS that would help sell the house? How is the neighborhood? How are the neighbors? Anything that you think that a buyer who comes through this open house is going to want to ask. Now, your primary job is to sell the house that you're standing in. And it's better, I've noticed personally from standing open houses, I don't like standing open houses for my own listing because people will say, I love this house, I'm going to write an offer. You don't want to really put yourself in a situation where you're the dual agent in it. You primarily don't really want to do that because of liability issues. Now, can you? Well, depends on what state you're in. Washington, you can. It's just kind of frowned upon. I personally do not feel comfortable being a dual agent because if something happens, and you end up getting taken to court because X, Y, and Z, then you really don't want to put yourself in that situation. Now, if you do stand your own and you have to write one, you can always ask another agent in your downline or in your agency and then get a referral fee. So you're kind of double dipping, but I definitely recommend holding an open house for someone other than yourself so that you can have that opportunity to take those clients that come in. Just one of those little sidebar tips. Well, anyways, this is basically what you do. I will hunt on the MLS Wednesday morning myself to schedule my weekend open house time. Also, think about what times you are going to be holding an open house. The next video that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be talking tips on what to do at an open house. This video is still pretty long. The next video is going to be uploaded immediately. If you're on my email list as a brand new agent, it'll come out next week. Or you can pop over to the YouTube channel and watch it immediately if you would like. But most of the time you can schedule as many open houses on the weekends that you want, depending on how much you want to hustle. I personally just do one open house a week just because I'm pretty busy with other personal clients and other clients in my group. However, if you're brand new, I would do as many as possible. So hopefully that helps. Make sure that when you do schedule it, you print it out. You always want to call the day before and make sure that they don't have any offers in hand. If they do have offers in hand, you want to know kind of how much it is, so that when people are asking at the open house, you will be able to inform them. Yes, they have an offer in hand. I don't know any details. I just know that it is pretty competitive. You obviously don't want to give it exact details of what it is. Make sure you are professional on the phone. No one is going to want to work with you if you're like, yo, what's up? Doing something unprofessional. Make sure that you have confidence and make sure you have fun. All right, that is for how to schedule an open house. Hopefully that was informational for you. Leave a comment below or send me an email back if you would like to schedule a time. My calendar link is below. Have a good one.